What up guys, this is Monkey Figure Reviews, and today we are going to discuss upcoming One Piece Figuarts Zero figures by Bandai. The first one here on our list, this is the One Piece Figuarts Zero Super Fierce Battle Olin the Oiran Onigashima Monster Battle figure. Her height is 30 cm. The release date is September 2022 this year, and the price is 18,000 yen. So we are finally getting the Big Mom Figuarts Zero figure. Her outfit here is the one that she wears during the Onigashima battle, hence the name. They're calling her the Oiran. So it's fully Wano theme, and I think it's about time because they did one for Kaido, so naturally we should have one for Big Mom. We're gonna take a look at the other pictures so we can get a better look on the figure. This angle shows Big Mom from the front, and she looks really pissed off. Looks really angry and swinging Napoleon downwards, almost like it's after an attack. And if you look at the details on the face, the facial likeness, the facial sculpt, I think there's nothing I can really complain on. It looks pretty much spot on. They get her looks right. Look at the eyes, the little sharp nose that looks like a witch, the big mouth with the details on the teeth, the tongue done right, and of course you have all these other details like all these marks, like the blushes on the cheeks, the wrinkles around the mouth, around the eyes, and the forehead. So those are really nicely done. And if you look at the hair, we have some flower accessories here, some lines to indicate the hair strands, the 3 sets of massive hairpins, the hair comb. Looks like they are golden painted as well, so the details are definitely there. And if you look at the outfit, she's wearing a kimono with a black coat over it, and the outer layer has a circular dots design. The pattern can be seen everywhere. The creases over here looks to be nicely done, and the kimono is generally pink in color, which sort of fits Big Mom's color theme, matches well with the hair. Parts around the ends, they are golden painted in color, so you can see the reflectiveness. It definitely gives the figure a more expensive look. Another side angle so we can have a better look on her outfit. Here you can see that some of the sleeves, they are sort of flying outwards, so it shows a bit of motion, shows that it's follow through from the swinging. And if you look at Napoleon, the details looks quite incredible as well on the blade. Napoleon's face with the teeth when it's sort of like in an attack mode. Some of the feathers on the sword. And over here we have the head part of the sword with the Jolly Roger here, and other parts golden painted as well. The creases once again nicely done. Style wise, it almost looks like it's done by the same artist that is often doing the Ichiban Kuji figures. Very similar. On the right here we can see a very cute tiny crying Zeus. This is a nice little bonus they added due to what happened between them during the story, and I guess it's just naturally right to at least include Zeus next to Big Mom. If you look at the details, the tears are coming out, the little tiny cap, the open mouth to really seal in the crying expression. Another picture here, and I guess this is supposed to be some other accessory that will be coming out, so you can pair this with Big Mom. It should be including Prometheus and maybe Hera as well, so we'll wait and see what's going to be there. Another official image here to show you the heights comparison between the two, between Yamato and Big Mom, so she's really tall. Should be around the same size as Kaido. Here we have a very low resolution picture with Big Mom next to Kaido, so you can see sort of how they look like next to each other. And looks like they'll look good, you know, in terms of scale. Next, we have under the same series, the Super Fierce Battle Gear 4 Boundman Luffy Onigashima Monster Battle figure. His height is 21 cm, the release date is October 2022, and the price is 8,500 yen. So they are doing one figure each for the 3 captains, so you can display them together. We're gonna see the other 2 later on. We'll just talk about this Luffy first. So here we have Luffy in his Gear 4 form. We actually have a lot of Figuarts Zero Gear 4 figures, but this is in a new outfit, the Onigashima outfit with the captain's coat on. And details like the face, I would say this is pretty good. Nothing I can complain about. Some veins to show, you know, like the angry look of Luffy. The darkened eyes as usual. Some expression of him with the mouth waywards. The hair is kind of moving upwards, so it shows a bit of movement and direction. And of course, he's doing his signature pose that he usually does in this form and before he does an attack. Overall, the effects of the steam or the smoke, it looks pretty good. Has a very, very wavy look across. The details you can see for yourself. It's a little bit translucent, not completely opaque in some areas. I think they varied across the effects. And we have some stones flying upwards at some parts. At the base, it is still supported by the steam. And around it, we have all this kind of like impact effects, white in color, just moving outwards. And right at the bottom, we have this stones or debris. Here we get a better look on his body, so you can really see the huge massive scar, some of the haki coating around here along the edges, his muscles, and the creases done on the sash, the pants, those are nicely done. Overall, the colors on the haki covered areas are dark maroon in color with a bit of black shading here and there. So I think it is quite well done. Over here at the back, we can also see the straw hats here. The details are quite fantastic with the texturing and also some of the other details that are damaged on the hats. The coat itself is flying towards the back of Luffy. So once again, it shows movements, and overall the creases are quite well done. It has a bit of a gloss on it, similar to the paints on the arms. And here once again you can see some of the other effects, the little swirlings that is sculpted onto the steam. And quite clearly the paints on it is also varied with different shades of purple or violet. Close-up view on his face, so you get a really good look. The scar, the eyes. Yeah, I think generally it is really well done. Next, this is the Super Fierce Battle Trafalgar Law Onigashima Monster Battle figure. His height is 24 cm. The release date is November 2022 this year, and the price is 9,000 yen. Law is the next captain in line, and we are going to take a look at more pictures of him. So here Law is kind of doing a sword attack, thrusting forward in mid-air. And we have all this kind of smoke effects once again acting as the base as well as surrounding him, making the figure look much more bigger. The smoke effects itself looks more like a whitish blue with some blue shading on certain areas and very dark towards the base. And for Law, his face looks great. I think it looks exactly like him. Details like the hats over here, it is well done. The feathers of the coats around his neck, creases on the shirts and the jeans, those looks to be in good order. The tattoos on the chest, around the arms, we can probably see that on other angles. And the coat is just flying towards that direction. A different angle here so we can see how stretched this figure is because of the pose and of course the sword. Sword details are fine, more or less does the job. And here again you can see some of the details on his outfit, like the jeans, the creases around the legs, around the top area here. His shoes are painted in a glossy paint. The neck muscles and veins are added to. Some earrings. Again, the character likeness, no complaints from this angle too. Back view, can see a bit of his body underneath his yellow shirts. And quite clearly, some of the shading is done on the shirt as well. Some parts are darker and some parts are lighter. Bottom of the coats, we have some texturing, but maybe not as crazy as the feathers around his neck directly. Over here, you can also see that the effect is supporting the figure. This is one of the connection supports. Another angle to show us the shading and shadowing done on the coats. To make it look more natural, the sleeves are sort of flying in that direction too. Over here, the knee is also connected to the effect here, so this is another connection support. Closer on the face, and honestly, it just looks perfect to me. It looks 100% like Law. And if you look at the heads here, they gave it a very dirty and worn look. I'm not sure if it is intentional, but it has this greyish random paint on it. Next captain, this is the Super Fierce Battle Eustace Kid Onigashima Monster Battle figure. His height is 35.5 cm. The release date is December 2022 this year, and the price is 14,000 yen. The height is 35.5 cm. I assume that is all the way up to the top of his coat. If not, it wouldn't really make any sense. And let's see how he looks like. Obviously, from this picture, you can tell that Kid is sort of attacking mid-air as well, sort of throwing his metallic robotic arm downwards. So most of his quotes is going to be sort of flying upwards to complete the motion, to make it look more natural. It's a bit difficult to tell some of the details on his body other than the quotes here, which is fantastic looking by the way. You can see the spikes. This is like the one on Law but on steroids. Really nicely done. And on top of that, also some shading, like this part here is darker. This part here is darker, so they're definitely not saving on the details. And the quality, I'll leave it up to you guys to see the rest, but overall, just fantastic work on the coats. And of course, right at the front, this is the main selling point of the figure. We have him using his devil fruit powers. So again, all these metal parts assembling into a robotic massive arm. A lot of minute details we can mention, but just by looking at it as a whole arm, you can tell that they try to give some variation with the paints. Like certain parts here, this is definitely grey in color, and other parts is more like a chromish blue. And we have a lot of like gears, some pipes going on. Looks quite amazing. And of course, the base itself is sort of like a smoke effect of him attacking the ground. And you have some other errant metal parts flying away. Some random spike effects too. This angle at the back, we can see more smoke moving backwards. Maybe this is just to support the body of Kid, because it's almost in a parallel position to the ground. The patterns on his pants are done right. Some of the belts, the boots, and again the coats, fantastic. From this angle, you can see even more crazy details on all these weird parts assembling into some pipes. So it almost looks like it is a robotic functioning arm with hydraulics. I guess that's the look they're going for. Another angle here, you can see the crazy and maniac laugh by Kid, and some details around the muscle, some buttons on his outfit design. The other hand with the nails painted, they are not going to miss out on their detail. Another angle from the back, you can see his butt, some of the scar on his arm here, and some of the definition. The coats at the bottom with a lighter shade, almost looks like hot pink. Over here we finally get a good close-up on his face. Still not really close-up but good enough. I think here they captured the crazy personality of Kid well, with the smile, with the crazy eyes, some of the scars. The goggles and hair looks to be nicely done too. For some reason, Kid has a special promo shot, maybe because it is the most awesome looking one of the three captains. And I think if you buy all three of them, just putting them side by side, they will look amazing. Luffy in the middle, maybe Law to the left and Kid to the right. Next, I'm just gonna quickly breeze through this because I realized they came out with special versions of this Luffy and Katakuri figure. So this is officially called the Figuarts Zero Extra Battle Gear 4th Luffy Leo Bazooka Special Color Edition. His height is 18 cm, the release date is November 2022 this year, and the price is 70 USD. I believe this is a US exclusive release. It says event exclusive, I'm not sure what event. We have this figure before, so they gave it an upgrade on some of the paints, like making the smoke golden in color, yellow in color instead of the previous whites, and maybe also some paint upgrade on the figure itself. The other one, this is the Figuarts Zero Extra Battle Charlotte Katakuri Mochizuki Special Color Edition figure. His height is 16 cm and the release date is also in November 2022 this year. His price is 90 USD. Some close-up pictures. The main differences I can tell is that on his body especially, they've given him a lot of glossy reflective paint. So I think previously, even for the Haki, it used to be more black in color. Now it is in the more common maroon-black combination. And like I mentioned, the smoke is just yellow in color, golden in color now. The pants and I assume the shirts also gets a glow up. So it has a full chromish reflective paint, a darker blue. Even the waist sash gets an upgrade. Okay, I'll not spend too much time on this. The straw hats, the shirts looks much more reflective. Face-wise, it should be still around the same look. And the string from the straw hats is also golden in color. Katakuri here, I believe we get more shading around the skin, so you can have a more natural look. Darker shading around some of the creases, around some of the muscles. His leather outfit now gets a shiny look too. The gloves, the top and the pants, the belt as well. Maybe now the effects also have more natural shading. Okay, nothing much I really want to talk about. Close up on his face, and even the scarf around his neck looks really shiny now. Last one I want to talk about, also by Bandai. This is the Imagination Works Monkey D. Luffy 1:9 scale figure. His height is 17 cm. The release date is actually, I believe, 2 days from now, the 27th of August 2022, and the price is 10,000 yen. So I'm not sure if this is going to be a new series going forward, that they decide to do this 1:9 scale figures with posable and movable limbs. It is certainly interesting. I know Mega House has been doing it for quite a while with the variables, but I'm not too sure about the scale for that series. For 1:9, I would presume it will be quite difficult to line up with most existing One Piece series out there. If you don't care about that, you just want a posable Luffy figure with a lot of accessories you want to play around with, then this figure will be amazing for you. Of course, here we can tell he's wearing his new Onigashima outfit, which is a bonus. The figure itself has a lot of accessories. I'm not going to run through them. If you want to know what they are, just go to the official image and check it out. I'll just quickly run through the pictures because it is quite self-explanatory. The quality of the sculpts on these figures are usually quite decent. I think the face themselves looks great. The head looks amazing as well. The clothes, they are trying to give it a more realistic look, so definitely more cloth-like. Some details and shading along the pants. You can pose him with the hat on or without the hat on. Different facial expressions. Badass serious Luffy ready to throw a punch with the wind in his coat. Here we have the Haki coated arm with a more cheeky Luffy expression. Here without the coat, so it is an option for you to do that. This picture, we can see the shirt is kind of open up, so I believe the clothes have mini wires in them, so you can just kind of like adjust and put it in positions that you want. This picture with Luffy punching downwards. Here also in mid-air, so I believe there's going to be a supporting stand for you to do that, to have more creative freedom. This is the last picture. Okay, that's all I have for this video. Let me know what you guys are going to get. I believe honestly, if you are a Figuarts Zero collector, the 3 captains and Big Mom is a no-brainer. They will look especially good if you have also Kaido, so all 5 of them are facing each other. As usual, if you like my video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, share them with your friends. If you're new here, you like what I'm doing, don't forget to subscribe and also hit the bell notification button so you don't miss out on new videos like this. Thank you guys so much for spending your time with me. I will see you very soon. Goodbye.